What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. This is a perfect game to showcase you guys how you can, no matter the champion you play, how you can pretty much stomp any elo, but especially low elo. So in this game I'm playing Hecarim, and I just want to walk you through my thought process, how I managed to end up 15-0 and made them surrender at 15 minutes and get a 3-level lead, almost 3 levels, a bunch of gold, and overall just stomped the game. Alright, so heading into this game, I'm playing Hecarim with Conqueror. The reason for that is usually 9 times out of 10 you will take Phase Rush, but since I'm playing against a Zac, a Aurelia, a Shen, I know that in this game I will be mostly in melee range and be like a frontline and be able to actually proc my Conqueror pretty decently. So overall you always want to go Conqueror if the enemy team comp allows it, because this is just such a strong keystone on Hecarim. But most of the times in this meta you will take Phase Rush because they will have a lot of ranged champs and you need Phase Rush in order to get to them. But in this game, Zac, Aurelia, Shen, pretty much every lane has melee champs, so I chose to take Conqueror. So this is a Hecarim Zac matchup. Pretty easy matchup, to be honest. Early on I'm definitely stronger if I don't get hit by his E. So in this game I'm not too afraid of getting invaded. And looking at the lanes, I have a Trundle with PTA against an Aurelia with Ignite and Conqueror, meaning they will be most likely be fighting a lot during the early stages of the game. So I definitely want to think about pathing topside this game in order to have an impact, since I expect him to be trading a lot and there might be an opportunity to get myself ahead. But I also have an Azrael Lux Botlane, which is very poke heavy, so especially since the enemy is a Jhin and the Shen, I expect him to also be poking a lot and pretty much chunking them pretty low. Especially once the Shen goes in for an engage, most likely either side will be very low, or both of them. So in this game I think it's decent to path to bot or top, but in this game I actually chose to go for a very smart clear, which I like to do in games like these, where both lanes are kind of important and I see myself getting ahead. And my clear is the Raptors, Crux Red into topside. And this allows me to then, because I'm starting my Raptors and they spawn at the 4-minute timer since I'm doing them first, right? This now allows me to go from Scuttle, which spawns at 3:30, right? Once I finish it, it will be around 3:45 or something, to actually transition from the Scuttle to my Raptors and then go for the Crux. Go for a base. This allows me to get level 5, a lot of gold, a very strong base, especially in champs like Hecarim. Get myself very ahead, and most importantly, by doing this path, I path first to my top lane, okay? See if there is an opportunity for a kill, especially since I expect him to be trading a lot. But this also now, once I transition from the Scuttle to my bot side Raptors and Crux, and then going into a base, this allows me then to actually switch my clear, okay? Because what happens then is I go base, I'm in base after my Crux, and then I will actually path bot side, right? Because my Crump will be spawning, my Wolves will be spawning, so this allows me to actually first, in my first rotation, to go for a top pathing, then reset my path since I'm recycling these camps, and go straight out of base with items and path for my bot side and possibly impact botlane with level 6. So this is the idea behind this path. I think this is the best path in this game. But this is only my path. This is an idea, okay? Nothing in this game, especially on jungle, is premeditated. So you never want to go into a game and think, okay, I'm pathing topside, so all I'm doing is playing topside, right? Because as you will see in this game, my botlane, just like I expected, there is a lot of poking and fighting going on. I just didn't expect it to be this severe, to be honest. And as we can see here now is I'm finishing my Crux, and we will soon see our botlane fighting pretty damn heavy. Only mistake here is I believe they leashed the blue buff, so I should have pinged that the Zac might be over here. But besides that, just doing my camps, checking mid and botlane, best case. And this is a very important adaptation, okay? So do you see this? Once I see this, okay, this guy low as fuck in kill range, my Lux getting chased by a Shen. Most likely they have used Sums already, or they will use Sums. I'm a Hecarim with Ghost. I have Conqueror. Especially once they're this low and in kill range. Instead of going for the, oh yeah, I chose to path topside, they might be fighting. Bro, there's pretty much at least one kill here, okay? And in this game, what we have to establish is our win condition as well, right? So once we press tab over here, of course getting Toplane ahead is very nice, and let's say we spam gank the Irelia and she's 0-3 and this guy is ahead, this is very nice. But man, it's still a botlane matter, okay? So if you can get kills botlane, unless it's very turbo stomping top laner, who can fuck your team up, going botlane here instead of top lane and adapting to the situation is the play you want to make, to be honest. So you always want to go to the play which gives you the biggest lead, right? Because you're the jungler, you're the only human in your team, you want to be able to carry games, alright? So that's why we make this adaptation. Only thing we have to keep in mind is that Zac might be, if he's good, thinking about counter ganking this, okay? So in this case I should have actually just pinged that he's on his blue buff, or on his blue side jungle, and just keep that in mind so I don't get, I don't know, knocked up by him. So as we can see here, I'm now in a perfect position since I just, used my camera to gather information to kill this bot lane, pretty much. Get at least one kill. So we end up killing the Jhin. And now since I have Conqueror, I know I'm strong enough to kill this guy with Ghost and Conqueror. And just like this, we get an easy double kill and we are in a perfect position to carry this game. Also keep in mind they used summoner spells. I actually type with my team in chat if they flashed. Very important if you're not sure. And now I know where's the Zac, right? Very important. Zac started over here, right? So he has to be topside. So ideally you would now ping that he's topside or possibly ping your blue buff. Since the enemies have no prior in the mid or top lane, I'm not too afraid of this. So I actually end up not pinging him, that he might be invading me, but you should think about it still. So ideally, I want to either ping my mid or top lane, that Zac might be over there, since he started on his blue buff and is pathing topside. And now, look, it's 320, okay? Scuttle is spotting at 330. This is why I'm doing my my wolves right now, because I know I can finish them and then still contest Scuttle grip. So I'm very efficient with my time, okay? Also, Toplane dies, nothing I can do about that. He died 1v1, whatever. There's no kill for me topside, so just do these wolves as quickly as possible and then go for a Scuttle. Since I want to deny the Zac the Scuttle, since I'm way stronger than him. Also remember their mid lane has no flash. They actually invaded us level 1 and he ended up using flash. So very important, especially on Hecarim, know who has flash on the map, okay? Here I don't even want to go top lane because he will push this wave out and base most likely. Zac actually took my blue buff, which means he actually delayed his clear for one camp, which I think is totally fine. And right now, since I started my Raptors level 1, I know it's 4 minutes, right? Just like I said in the early game, you will kill a Scuttle, 3:45-ish, and then you can transition for your bot ganks. Since I went for a level 3 gank here, this now is a little bit different. So I did a Scuttle and I will now clear my crop, so both my top side camps will respawn. And I'm just thinking about playing for my strong side this game, which is botlane. They have no sums, I'm really strong. They have no survivability, to be honest, without flash. So now I just want to look to go for my Raptors. And then just look what the map is giving me, what kinds of informations. The mid lane has no flash, the bot lane has no flash. And play for either lane, depending on how the lane state is. So what I'm doing here is, I wanted to go possibly check if the grab is still up, since the Zac is still topside. I also could have gone for my Crux, but again, always looking at the map, I know I'm strong, I'm 2-0. Their mid lane has no flash, it's a Zac, very weak. And I also know it's a Morgana after all. These are two AP champs, okay? Zac has a knockup, Morgana can easily use her black shield for CC. I know that this fight is winning. Look at the Aurelion Soul, he's going in, okay? Once he does this, I know this fight is over. He has no flash, he might have barrier. Just go in, react to the information. Nothing fancy here, just reacting to the information that the map is giving me. And of course, since I had a very big lead from the botlane play, I'm very strong here. He actually ends up flashing into her Q. And here, just take the kill. You want to get ahead. And this is now very important, right? Remember guys, what did the Zac do? Most people, I have 1.3k gold. Most people would just go for base here, okay? But I'm thinking right now, can I stay on the map? And which camps are up? My entire jungle is pretty much done. I'm never going to my crux here. This is just, instead of doing this, I would just base, okay? And get myself, spend my gold. But I know one thing. It's 450 in-game timer, right? The first camp, if you or the enemy starts on a buff, either blue or red buff, right? The first camp, so Gromp or Crux, will spawn at 420. But if the enemy started on his Raptors or Wolves first, this camp would now spawn at 4 minutes around, right? But I know this Zac most likely never did a Wolf start. But that doesn't really matter at this point. All I have to know is he started bot side, right? So let's go through the calculation. He did blue buff most likely into Gromp. So Gromp will respawn at 420. This is the time we have to remember. The next camp always spawns around 20 seconds apart. So Wolves respawn at 440, right? And now 20 seconds adds 20 seconds to that. So 5 minutes is his next camp, which is going to be his Raptors. And the in-game timer right now is 450. So I know since the Zac is on a death timer of 11 seconds, right? By the time this camp spawns, he will just have based and I will have enough time to just take his Raptors now. Since I know he started bot side, okay? Very important, this is how you get very ahead. Because invading is so powerful because not only are you getting 4 CS, right? One camp is like 4 CS. You also deny the enemy 4 CS, right? So in actuality, you get yourself double the amount ahead, right? So I'm actually getting like 8 CS, if you look at it this way, right? So I really want to use my time here and take his camp. This now is just an adaptation. I would have based, but this guy just ends up running it down mid, to be honest. But again, the idea behind it is you always have to look at the timer on the top right and be aware of the camp respawn timers. So right here, I actually just wanted to, if we go back, since the Aurelion Soul just ran it down mid and I see that this wave is pretty much freezing and Morgana will lose this entire wave. If I can, I really want to push this wave, especially since the mid lane is dead. So I can deny him the creeps over here or possibly force the Zac to pick up this wave mid. He actually, comes here, thinks he's stronger than me. Remember, I'm Hecarim, I'm level 5, I have Conqueror. So I just end up fighting him. I have a lot of healing in the wave, so at this point, I pretty much knew when this guy goes in, he's pretty much dead, right? So now make sure to push in this wave, very important. And now, okay, this is very funny. It's 5:45 in-game timer. Most people would just say, oh, you have 2.2k gold, you have to base. Bro, fuck that, man. We are playing high elo jungling, okay? We wanna be the best junglers we can possibly be. Jungling is not always full clear base, go for a gank, objectives, no. You get insanely ahead, no matter the elo it is, as long as you play according to the information by applying the right fundamentals. So even though I have 2.2k gold, me being level 6 at this stage of the game, at 4:45 in-game timer, I don't need to spend my gold to be strong. I'm Hecarim, I actually have a pickaxe, I have boots, I'm level 6, I have red buff who's healing me. I'm insanely strong, right? Most people forget if you are on the map with a lot of gold, you will most likely, especially in champs like Hecarim, have a lot of XP. So actually I'm as strong as I need to be, right? There's no reason to be stronger than you need to be to make plays, right? So actually in this play I realized, damn, I'm level 6. Their bot lane, by the way they were playing, I know that they were perma pushing. It doesn't look like by the body language that they will ever go for a reset here. So right here I know, man, the crops are spawning. I could look to go for them, I could look to base and go for them, but what is more impactful than crops? 2 kills bot side, getting my bot side ahead, setting the enemy bot lane behind and getting myself even more ahead, and possibly even invading the Zacs bot side camps, right? So I know right here, since the Zac died, he died over here mid lane, then he had a recalled, and he went straight for a counter gank mid lane again and died again, right? So I know right now, these camps are up, the scuttle is up, my bot lane, I can easily kill them, they have no flash, right? The Drake is up, so I'm fine with the Zac possibly getting 3 crops, possibly even diving my top lane, because even though I think it's very difficult to be honest at this point, because he's not very strong, and maybe getting like 1 or 2 bot side camps. I can get all of this, I can get Drake, Scotland, and 2 bot lane kills easily. Okay, so right now I know, since I'm faster than him on bot side, if he chooses to go bot lane, I can make a play, since their bot lane has no flash, and I am a level 6 Hecarim, okay? Very important, guys. So I end up using my R, so you cannot really escape. He actually had flash back up again, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Okay, so right now, most people say, now you have to base. Bro, I'm not basing, I want to get ahead. I'm squeezing it like a cow, okay, my lead. I'm doing everything possible, especially on a champion like Hecarim. Once I get this kind of lead, you know, these 2 kills bot lane early on, bro, if the map is giving me this sort of opportunities, I will take them, okay? So I know, as I said, that these camps will be up for sure, right? He actually died mid lane, respawn, so I know since this camp is up, he most likely is going for the grubs, and he's sacking these camps, or he just did his wolves. And the enemy ADC is dead, my Lux is here moving with me into his jungle. I know that we are strong as fuck, right? And I can easily contest this, possibly. Because let's say he gets this crump and they survive, fine. Then I go for base, then I base, let's say over here, spend my gold, go straight for the grubs, right? It's all fine, I'm not losing anything by doing this. So, I'm very strong, as I said, we just end up killing them. I actually missed the smiter, should have used it a little bit earlier. I actually wanted to heal myself, I believe, with the smite and my W. And yeah. As you can see, even though I have no items, I'm strong as fuck, I have Conqueror. And now, I'm going for a base, okay? And at this point, I'm Hecarim, level 6, I have 3k gold, okay, I have boots, I have an entire clear again, I can easily contest this game is over, right? By the time, and what I'm thinking right now is, I want a base right now, since there's nothing on the map, right? There's no bot lane, there's no camps. Going for this camp right now, going for his Gromp, even though the enemy mid lane is dead, is very int, I believe. Because at this point, it's not worth to sacrifice like my time to possibly get this camp, possibly die. Even if I get this camp, I would way rather base right now. Because I know basing here allows me to spend my gold finally. And I have so much value. I have crops. I have this camp, I have this camp, I have this camp, I have this camp. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 camps. I have the crops. I will be so massively insane on my next round. So that's why I'm basing right here. Also, I'm pretty low. Yeah. So right now, all I'm thinking about is Zac shot bot side. I should actually ping over here. And I just want to move to the crops. Get them off the map and then go for a clear bot side. Of course, if I'm doing the crops and the Irelia is doing some shenanigans, I'm always there, I'm strong enough to defend my top laner. But at this point, the standard path is just go for a crop. I'm actually telling my bot lane that I'm bot in 1 minute and 30 seconds, so they just play safe. They actually end up fighting, so... Okay, I wanted to do crops, but I know I see my Morgana moving. I see the enemy mid lane is still here. I know the Zac is nowhere here. He's most likely on his Raptors, if anything. So I know that if I play with my Morgana here, I'm able to actually put the enemy top laner behind with my lead and actually pretty much win this game overall. I won mid lane. I won bot lane. Now I can use my lead to kill this already, right? Very important though, I don't think if I would have gone for this play if the Morgana wasn't moving, because I have no R, right? And Irelia is still a very strong champion, because I need levels on Hecarim. So, we end up playing this pretty good mechanically. And at this point I actually ping my Morgana to stay bot lane, top lane, because the reason is the Trundle is dead, right? The Trundle can easily defend mid lane. Morgana can now, instead of moving all the way here and the Trundle moving like this, she could just stay top lane and Trundle could go mid lane for one wave and then they can swap, right? I mean, this shouldn't be your job as a jungler, but just as a side note, this would allow them to actually deny the Aurelia waves since she has no TP. But at this point, I just wanna, even if the mid laner was like 1 HP, I would never go mid here. This guy is actually not worth a lot of gold. And what is more worth? Getting 2 crops and going for an insane full clear, getting 6 camps of the map, or going for a kill which might give me 200 gold. No, this is way more worth going for my full clear here. So you have to be very decisive with your decision making right here. Do not get baited by, I mean, I was doing a lot of aggressive plays, let's say, in the early game, but because there was nothing else to do. At this point, I just want to go for a full clear to my bot side. I have 6 camps up, right? And I'm still Hecarim. I am dependent on levels. Even though I have 8 kills, I really want to, the way I keep my lead and stomp this game is to now just clear my camps. So you really have to balance the farming with the ganking aspect. So at this point, fast forwarding, I end up doing my wolves. And right now, I did 3 camps. Okay. Now though, the situation changes, right? Before there was only an Aurelian Soulmate. Now the Zac is ganking. So now I can actually counter gank mid lane. The reason why I'm not going for full clear here is because now there's actually value on the mid lane. A possible double kill, right? And denying the Zac an opportunity to get ahead. So this is why I'm going mid lane now. Also, I got my R up. Yeah. Also very important, since the Zac was topside while I was doing crops, I'm fine to just ping my top lane to play safe and to match the Zac to the bot side, right? Because even if he goes bot lane with me, I know I'm so strong, and by matching him, I know that there's no way that the Zac is ever going to get back into the game, right? Because I'm clearing my top to bot camps, he cannot just go over here and take my camps, I just did them, right? So that's why clearing is also very important. So after killing the Zac, I went for his camps. I knew that they were up by this time, since he was topside while I was doing crops. I mean, even if I didn't know if they were up, I would still check them. And at this point, I could go for a dive, ping my bot lane, but at this point, I know that I can stay on the map for a pretty long time now. I don't have to spend my gold yet, since I'm so ahead. This guy ends up getting chunked, so he's never going to fight me now. So I'm just doing the crab over here now. And, you know, the bot lane is really the lane I'm trying to play with. We can get easy kills against Jhin and Shen. My bot lane is very poke heavy. They can siege the tower pretty effectively. So I'm just thinking to myself, of course I would like to get the Drake. But all I'm doing here is staying on the Drake, looking on the map. And if there's something happening, some opportunity, which is more worth than Drake, then I will go for this, okay? So my mindset doing this Drake was just, okay, if there's nothing happening, I will just do this Drake. If there's something happening, I will just move. And as I told you guys, just matching the Zac, and I'm pretty much suffocating this guy right now. He has no play available because I'm always there to counter him. So we end up killing the Shen now. And at this point, I mean, this game is pretty over. I actually end up going for another full clear here. The reason for that is because I want to get these camps off the map, and I know since my Ezreal will base, I have enough time to take these camps and possibly go for a base, spend my gold, and be somewhat at the same time on the map as my team. I don't think I have to go any further into this game. I mean, we can look at it, but there's nothing crazy going on. I end up doing my red buff here, and since the Drake is still up, I actually want to, of course, get the Drake. But instead of going top lane, the Shen is actually TPing topside. There are 3 people top lane. I actually know that the Jhin, since he has no vision, I can easily kill this guy. So I end up killing him again. And this really is, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I know this is my win condition, right? Their bot lane is very volatile. My bot lane, once they get somewhat ahead, are very useful in this game. And I'm just playing for the lane which allows me to get as ahead as possible. So then I just get the Drake, I go for a reset, and this point I can just play for topside, right? So I can show you guys this. Just take the crops again. My default path would be like this, or possibly go for an invade if his camp's up. But since his Tron is actually fighting, and I'm this strong at this point, I know, okay, I spent so much time bot side, I can actually now neutralize the top lane and pretty much make sure that all of my lanes win. So this is very important. Even though I said I want to play for my winning side, I know that if I just bring my top bot lane to play slow for like 1 minute, I can easily with my ghost kill this guy, kill this Aurelia, and get this Trundle back into this game. 9 times out of 10 you don't want to play for losing lanes, but if you get yourself very ahead, since I was playing a lot for my winning lanes, right, you can actually then use your lead to pretty much make sure this game is for sure a win, because the only win condition is Aurelia, but she's like in killing range. And even if the Zac was here, we are very strong, right? So the only reason why I'm going for this play is because there is a 100% chance that Tyrell is dead here. And this now also allows my Trundle to get very ahead, and he's actually back in the game now. And this is the reason why I was not playing for topside, right? Even though this guy was losing, if you just go for if you just play for your winning lanes, you get so ahead that you can just, at some point neutralize the lead on your losing lanes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I can fast forward this. I just go for another full clear, reacting to the map. They actually went pretty nuts in the mid lane, went for a play. We end up killing all of them. We get the tower. I end up now going top lane again. I actually wanted to go for the Herald since my Lux is over here. I really ends up fighting again. I know I'm so strong, I can just be here and pretty much deny any play they want to make. Then I go for the Herald, and the enemies end up FFing, and we end this game 15-0. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, ask me in the comments or join my Discord. Actually, I'm giving coaching away right now for free. The only prerequisite is you have to join my Discord and DM me for coaching. I will coach you for 1 session, and live or game review, either way. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Peace.